It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Set to kick off.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and at their own 22-yard line.
Ready. Yellow waiting. We're good. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They go with Brown. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Play action. Here's Tua. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. And again, it's Tagovailoa being chased out left. That's complete right around the 8. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Tua to throw again. Dancing to his left. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming fourth down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
And I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Rolling to his right, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
On 2nd down, Cook. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and
on play action. Now Breeze. Flush to his right. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Sammy! Here we go.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw, it's Breeze. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
15, 15. You ain't going nowhere.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Open man is Duvernay. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Back to the ground, Cook, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Chiefs 10, Steelers nothing.
On 2nd down and 4, Breeze setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
That's good.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Ready. You're waiting. We're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet. Check. 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Hey, listen. Hey, easy.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Complete.
A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Brown. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Greg Joseph set to kick off.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Breeze now on 1st down. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Now 3rd down and 3.
Bree's going to try and throw on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence. It borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
That's a gain of 7.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 18. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
So after the INT, it's Breeze, escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And Oliver able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring this all the way back out to... midfield.
Pass intercepted by the Chiefs. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the turnover, it's Tua. His throw incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He was trying to find O.J. Howard. That'll bring up second down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he finds Howard complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Play action. Now it's Tua. He'll buy some time right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Working with his 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Tua. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll get it down here to the 43. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And a first down, Chiefs.
Now Tua. Man open left side is Brown. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in coverage. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On second down, it's Brown. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 35. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Here's Tua. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 17. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Switch it. Watch the twist.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Tua sets up to pass it. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where
accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case. So
the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. That's caught by Howard. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down and goal at the 10-yard line.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Cook. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So that'll back him up 5. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They try again with Cook. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. Cook, they'll try and run it. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
Chiefs 24. Steelers.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. On play action, here's Tua. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
28-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The left side caught by Diggs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
The score, Chiefs 24, Steelers 21.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the 1st sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll get 34 yards there.
1st down, Chiefs.
Here's Brown. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Two and now, 3rd and goal. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. And they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
They shakes him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Trying to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. From midfield, here's Tua. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. Joseph on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Chiefs 31, Steelers 21.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it for the pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. They'll run now with Brown. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. Now a carry for Dobbins. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 42-yard line.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.